There's only 8 or 7 figures that ToyBiz made that Hasbro has not remade, and today we're going to talk about those figures. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Strong Collectors Podcast. I'm your host Dakota, here with my co-host Jordan, and we're actually recording now because the last 20 minutes we weren't, so take two. We're talking Toy Biz figures that have not been made by Hasbro. Now, I was shocked, Jordan, when I was putting together this list. I thought there would be tons and tons of figures, or at least 10 single figures, but there's only one single packed, and then the others came from different multi-packs, but in total, there are 8 or 7. There's some debate out there. Scholars are still working hard on whether it's 7 or 8. But
yeah,
hit us with the first 3 or 2 figures that have not been made by Hasbro.
So I definitely think that we need some more figures from the Legion of Monsters multi-pack. So we did recently just get our Werewolf by Night. Don't love that one, but I can live with it, because we need some more monsters and just everybody else from that pack. So, of course, I'm thinking we need Dracula in his classic look.
And that's where the scholars are speculating, right?
Right, yeah. Scholars are still discussing, because we did get the recent look for Dracula. Is that the same as this old school Dracula? I'm almost thinking in my head, because I think it wasn't till more recent times, recently, I don't know if that's in the past 20 years or so, that he got more of that look. I think it was more in those older books, just like your classic, what you think of as Dracula running around fighting people. So maybe he got retconned or absorbed into that more medieval beefy Dracula. I'm not sure, but I want that classic old school looking Dracula. And you might be saying, who's going to buy Dracula, right? The pitch for this one, Dakota, I'd love a 2-pack with classic Dracula and first appearance Blade. And I'm thinking, because he, I don't know if that's his first appearance if he fought Dracula in that capacity, or at least early on. But I think that'd be a good way. You could get the classic Blade look out there, and then we get our Dracula too. So Dracula would be first on the list for me. And then the rest of our pack, I'm thinking Simon Garth the zombie would probably be most popular, because he shows up the most. So I think he would be in pretty, I'd say, reasonable one to expect or hope to get at some point.
I think so too. And just to have a classic zombie, even if outside of Marvel Legends or outside of the specific character, I think just getting I don't know, Marvel Legends are like $30 now, but a $30 zombie is pretty good.
Yeah. So I think that would be justified. And then Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster, whatever he's going by these days. I don't think he's very popular, but I think he's one that I would like to see. Maybe a little less likely, but I'd have hope that somehow he would get rolled out. So those 3 getting updated for sure, I'd love to see get the Hasbro treatment.
Yeah. I don't know if I did it because you said you did it, but I always played that Toy Biz Frankenstein as my Gray Hulk when we were kids. Did you do that too?
Did I do that?
I don't know. That's why I don't know if I came up with that idea.
I don't remember that.
Because I never had that set. You did, so that's why I was like, I know I used him for that, but I don't know if that was just when we were playing at your house or what. But
I thought you had that set.
No, I never had that set.
I'm pretty sure that I was always borrowing those from you, because I don't have that set.
Really?
And I wouldn't have gotten rid of it.
Huh. Maybe I had that. I don't know why. I don't know who would have gotten me a Monsters set. But
I don't think I ever owned those. But
well, more things for the scholars to debate, whether it was
Jordan
or I.
Keep talking about it. Yeah, we don't know.
We kind of had a joint collection sometimes. So
yeah, it's like a joint bank account.
Yeah, back when we were in 3rd grade. So
right, way back.
Toy Biz are dead and gone, but if you want your new Hasbro figures, you can get those over at GoNewMeta.com. You can tell that this is cut in because of the continuity errors with the gingerbread lady being fallen down. You'll see that later in the show. So that was the first multi-pack of figures that we haven't had completely redone. The next one, which I'm even more surprised by, is that we have not seen any updates to the Young Avengers box set. So that's all 4 of those figures: Iron Lad, Hulkling, Patriot, and Wiccan. Wiccan is the most shocking because of the show. would think that we're going to be seeing an MCU Wiccan at some point, but
Yeah.
I think folks would go for a Young Avengers, so much so that I think they could do a Young Avengers wave, make it Build-A-Figure, have Cassie Lang be the Build-A-Figure. That almost seems like that
Ooh.
makes too much sense because
Yeah.
they haven't done as many Young Avengers as I would expect them to. So then to do them in a wave, I don't know. If Hasbro wants money, I mean, people would probably just buy that whole wave, which is pretty rare.
Yeah.
Usually it's like a pick and choose. There's random, like, you got X-Men from Age of Apocalypse. You got X-Men from Classic Days. You've got modern X-Men. Just a straightforward Young Avengers wave would sell like hotcakes, Hasbro.
Yeah. I'm all for that. I think. Yeah, because even when I was younger, I think those ones felt limited by the technology. Like I remember thinking Iron was cool, but he was just very hard to pose.
Yeah.
Same
you
thing
had
with
that set.
Patriot too. I had that set. Yes,
did,
that
yeah.
one I did have. But
You
yeah,
had tons of those multi-packs. You had the X-Men one, didn't you? You had the
I didn't have the X-Men
Spider-Man?
one. I had the Fantastic Four. I had not Fearsome Foes, but I had the Spider-Man Sinister Six.
Yeah.
I know I had those two. And the the Avengers one then.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Fun. All right.
Swimming
Sorry,
in the
you-
multi-packs.
Yeah. Well, that was a fun trip down memory lane talking about who owned what figures. It'll be a fun trip down memory lane when we're sitting at 1 million subscribers and we look back and we see all of you fine folks watching now. Hit that subscribe button.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much.
Oh, and you
Thank
too.
you. Oh, wow, another one.
Another.
That's funny. And then Patriot, he had the Bucky. They used that sculpt for Bucky, I think
True.
we were thinking. So
Yeah, that was Hasbro that did the Bucky,
did.
so they almost redid Patriot, but not quite. I guess I didn't even
Yeah.
redo him. It's just the same body, but
So give me a new Patriot, and then I get a new Bucky, and we get all the new Avengers, or Young Avengers. So
yeah.
let's make it happen.
The last out of the ToyBiz figures that have not been remade by Hasbro, the one and only single-packed figure that I was shocked by, they have not remade a Vengeance, which I think is on a lot of people's most wanted. The problem with him is going to be a lot of tooling. He's got his ribs sticking out of his body. The whole bike is, there's nothing like it from Hasbro right now, so that's going to be all new sculpted. Can
Not a
it
lot
be
of
done?
people have that rib sticking out of their chest look.
Yeah,
It's not
it's a
very
one
common.
and done.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think he would be definitely a fan favorite character, but I do see why, because a lot of that sculpting is, you're not going to get any more use out of that. And you'd need that bike. I mean, that is a cool bike he's got.
I mean,
So I
I've said
feel
it
like-
before, Jordan, and it's caused
Yeah.
quite a stir in the nerd community, but I say that Vengeance is cooler, looking at least, than Ghost Rider. Any Ghost
Wow.
Rider.
I mean, he's definitely, he's got more going on, more details for sure. I don't know. I think I'd like to hear that debated in the comments. You let us know, folks, if anybody
Yeah.
out there is more Team Vengeance than Ghost Rider. But I can
another
see it.
another debate in the comments that I think we can go ahead and squash some of these because people are going to jump in
Yes.
and they're going to be saying, "Oh no, but you forgot about Man Spider." No, we didn't forget about Man Spider. Man Spider is not a Marvel legend. He's a Spider-Man Classics, so he doesn't count.
Oh.
Don't be coming at me with the Man Spider action. Also, for those out there wondering, Thor Buster Iron Man doesn't count because we've gotten several Iron Mans. Sure, there's a different look there, but if we're going into specific looks of characters that we haven't
Right.
seen, that opens up a whole new can of worms, which we could totally talk about in the future. But within the confines of this episode, just doesn't fit.
The character itself
Yes.
that hasn't appeared. It's not a different look. It's, actually the character. So
Right. Because
don't
I
get
think,
us on these technicalities.
I think another one that I hear a lot is the Blade, because it's Wesley Snipes or even
Oh, okay.
the Ben Affleck Daredevil. We've gotten Daredevils and Blades. They don't count. Which, again, that's another thing that scholars are speculating on was that ToyBiz Blade one of my first ever ToyBiz figures? I say no because I sold it. Scholars think that I may have preemptively sold literally the first Marvel Legend I ever bought. But
Whoops.
luckily, I bought two at the same time. I had Mr. Fantastic for sure, 100%. Scholars all agree. He was
Yeah.
one of the first, and then it might have been Blade. But I argue that it was Colossus because I still have Colossus. I sold Blade. The debate rages on. There you have it, folks. That's all that there is from Toy Biz that hasn't been made by Hasbro. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay strong.
That's all that there is from ToyBiz.
The
What
end.
the fuck do you want me to? What else do you want me to say here, guys? I'm at my limit. I've already had this conversation. Okay, I'm doing it for a second time.
Right.